Friends, how are you all? Good morning from different parts of the country, different part of the globe. Some parts of the globe is 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Some part of the world it will be 11 p.m. Maybe it's around 5 a.m. So speaking from different parts of the world. So today's hot topic is exploration of life is correct or wrong? Is ethics or religion bonded to the way we live? It is a quite debatable topic in these days. Is it everyone's right that we are given the whole right in our life that we can explore the different parts of the life in the way that we want? Is it right to go around the world to mingle with the different parts of the cultures, to mingle with different cultures in this world and try to explore more about life? Is it right to just to be a part of the society that is born to a particular ethics or a particular way of mingled thoughts? Is it better to cling on to a way that we don't know what we are doing? Are we satisfied with what we are in? Are we satisfied with the way that a culture has bonded us? Is it right that we keep ourselves bonded to a situation that we want to live a life the way it should, a way of a bonded life it should be? So there are two parts of exploration. You explore your life of your own. You are given an opportunity in life. Every man or woman is given an opportunity in his life or her life to explore the way that he or she wants to live of her own. There is no restriction, or there is no commitment, or there is no way of stopping saying that this is how it should be done or this is how not should it should be done. Life is yours. If you don't want something the way that it should be, of course you hang on to what it should be. If it is your family life, if it is your worldly life, if it is your personal life, if it is your life that you want to become, your life is important. You are not bound, you are not being wrapped up or covered up with some thoughts of ethics or religion that you want to hide yourself and say, yes, that's it, this is how I should live and I am done. This is how the life should close. Come on. It's not the way it is. Your life is yours. You have to explore the way it is. Is it wrong in going around to different parts of the world, going around to know more about cultures, mingling with mixed cultures, knowing about each and part of different countries, traveling around? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Is it a good thing when you run with the family, or is it good thing that you are not able to explore more in life, that you are bonded to a particular way that you are living in? The answers can be the either way, or it can be positive or it can be negative. It all depends on how we take things as it is. Every person is unique. Every individual is unique. Whether it's he or her, every individual is unique. We are bonded by the genetics and genome of different heritages. We are living under the genome of different of our heritages. We are have our own identity. However, whatever identity that we have, there is some there is some thousands or 10,000s or 100,000 generations that is followed us to be what is your identity. You want to use your identity the way that with an integrity. If you want to make sure your identity is with an integrity, You live your identity with an integrity. It really depends. The conclusion is yours. If you want to lose your integrity just for the sake of something, if you want to lose your life of integrity just for the sake of something, and you want to lose your heritage of genome of heritage that you have got, and you want to lose your integrity in your life, it is your choice. There is there is no harm written that you're going to lose something of your genome of your heredity or not, but it is how you maintain your integrity, whether you want to maintain your integrity in a positive way, whether you want to maintain your integrity on a way that you're not sure whether you are maintaining your integrity or you are not maintaining your integrity, is another way. It is your decision in every parts of life. So what is that we are bonded to with something, and we limit our lives with a way that in if you compare western parts of the country and the Asian countries, there is a genome of life that we follow up with a family heritage, and we say this is family and this is what we should do, and we round up in a circle and we say this is the circle that we go, and we don't go around. There is no restriction for you to say or someone to say that this is your circle and you go around in that circle. It is your genome, it's your integrity. The way you keep your integrity, whether it is she or her, the way you maintain your integrity is very important in your life. You need to explore life. Whether it is you are in your 20s, whether you are in your 30s, whether you're in your 40s or in your 50s or 60s, 70s or in your 80s. Life's best will come as much as that you explore the world. If you want to round yourself in a circle and say that this is the genome of heredity that you have got, this is the integrity that you have got, and you want to maintain a circle and you want to make sure that you live in that particular circle, it is his or her decision in life, and it is a private decision, and it relates to ethics. Most of the Western countries that we live, most of the people are not clinging on with each other as a unity in a branch. After a particular part of time, after a particular number of years, you think about a nest. In the nest, if there is a crow or something, or a pigeon lays some eggs in a nest, and it waits for some time for it to come up, the babies to come up. Eventually, in some part of time, the pigeon has to take up the babies and say like, oh, come on, give it a fly. So it cannot say that you have to fly with me all around. It is the decision of the pigeon, or it can be whatever it is, whether the pigeon can be you, the pigeon can be someone, the pigeon can be a life. It's your life. So it doesn't matter how you live. It doesn't matter how you want to present yourself in your life. At some part of the life, at some point of time, the nest will be evacuated, and you stay alone. You stay alone in life, and you wait for persons who started to take care of you, who shows love to you. So like, you are relying on a nest. Yes, the nest that you want to keep in your life is very important. The nest is a part of your life. You have to make sure that you cling on to the nest. You cling on to a group of values. You cling on to a group of integrity. But the nest is not your life every time. The nest is not your whole life. Your life has more to do beyond the nest that you maintain. You have to make sure that you have to explore your life till the end. A normal man's or women's life is around 84 to maybe it will go around to 100, but by the age of 84 to 85, a man or a woman has attained everything in his life. He has seen whatever parts of life that needs to be seen. Yes, before you reach a certain part of time, your life is just once. Your life is just once. You can't life is just once in the earth. in this earth. You can't come again and live in this world again. A life in this world is just once. So you want to live a way of integrity in this earth. You want a way to live a life of exploration. It is correct or wrong. It depends on the how you well you maintain the nest and how well you live your life. It's how well you maintain your integrity. There is nothing as such to say that we are bounded by a lot of discrimination, a lot of values. We don't know what is what, but we have created certain things to say this is what is right, this is what it should be. We have made life in a way that it should be. We want to make sure that our life is in a way that we think this is how it should run, this is how it should be. We have created religions, we have created gods, goddesses, we have created everything. Ethics, if there is something I could say, is there a life, something exists after death? Do you believe what is going to happen next? If you don't believe in what's going to happen next, then you don't believe what's going to happen after death. If you have some persistence of life, there is something may happen or may not happen. If you have the logic of thinking what may happen of this or that, if you have this simple leap of faith in you, it means clearly that after this worldly life, there is something maybe after that. But it doesn't matter. You need to be in a in a nest, in which that you want to bound yourself, and you live your life just like that. Your life is full of values. Your life is full of integrity. Your life is full of something. You need to go ahead. You need to watch for the stars. You need to see the sky. The sky is the limit. You need to go ahead. You need to go beyond what you can. Religion or the way we live or your nest doesn't bond what you are. Anything that of your life should not be bonded by someone's character or ethics. Your life is yours. Your life should be completely in your hands. Your life should not be defined or painted by someone's paint, but you have to maintain a nest. A nest is a part of a life that you want to run. Exploration of life is very huge, my dear friends. Every part of the country has a different timing. Every part of the country has different lifestyles. Every part of the way the people eat food, the way the people talk, the way the people communicate, the climate, weather conditions, the way they manage people, the way the democracy, the parliament, the ruling, everything is different. Do you want to enjoy life? Do you want to explore a life that you really say at the end of your journey, you did have a good time, you did make a good journey of integrity? Or you want to say, I made a journey of circles? It's up to you, my friends. If you want to just make a circle of a life to say that you are bonded with something and you want to die in that way, it's up to you. It's the choice that we make. It's the choice that we make. COVID-19 has brought a lot of countries into a stable situation. Like no one is able to cross the borders. Everyone are looked up in some place. There is no business going around international borders. There is no incoming, outgoing. All the materials are getting hanged up in the customs, getting blocked up because of the restrictions. There's a lot of issues going on. Although there is a lot of issues going on, there is hope with the vaccine coming up. There is hope that there is something better in our life that's going to come up. We have the telco 5G is going to come up in the near future. Most parts of the customers are going with different parts of the telco world. Any part time we will be in a couple of years the world will be in completely in 5G. We will have a world will become a place where in a house, instead of using a vacuum cleaner, you're going to use a robot to make sure that you vacuum the whole house. In a couple of years, or in some part of time of year, in a couple of years, definitely there will be autonomous cars. There will be cars around that are driverless cars. Already there are cars, there are trains which are driverless, which are operating in different parts of the mining industries. Some days will come that we may drive without cars. So we are going into a stage of more scientific stuffs. We are going towards more of scientific. The 5G revolution that is going to come after the 5G is evolved around the world. 5G is not completely established across all parts of the world. Once 5G is established across all parts of the world, there is not really a requirement of much of a manpower to do the job. Most of the jobs will be automated. Most of the jobs will become with artificial intelligence. We are going towards the era of AI. There will be an era in which manual labor will be less. There will be certain fields in which it's very difficult and we don't want automation. Maybe manual labor will be there. But again, when automation in air, when 5G comes out, the mobile to air radio, the 5G to your home, when everywhere that you are able to get some speed without the buffering, your medical field, the engineering field, all different parts of the society will definitely come to a stake saying that we want everything to be automated. There will be a time that it will come to a time that there's a lot of automation in the coming years. In the generation that we will be definitely seeing an era in which there will be a lot of automations. You want to explore a life before this autonomous things happens. You want to explore things before everything comes to a situation that everything is your flight, everything is going to become automated, everything. It's a world where there is less man, but it's only robotics everywhere. Come on, enjoy your life. Explore life to the most that you can. Every part, every year, each part of every month, every day, every single night, it is yours. It is yours and yours alone. You have to enjoy it and make sure that you had a wonderful day. You had a wonderful day. I want to make sure after this COVID-19 crisis is completed, a lot of countries have come up with a lot of vaccines. Some countries have developed vaccines and they have already implemented. Some countries are still in the phases of testing. In a couple of months, there will be a stage that all will be having 1 or 2 shots of vaccine, and probably they will be coming to a conclusion soon, and the international borders, the domestic borders, everything will be open without a restriction when everyone is vaccinated. It may take a couple of years, but definitely there is possibilities in the media that whatever we are reading, the possibilities are still increasing. Keep on hold to your faith. Keep on hold to your integrity. Keep on hold to your values. Keep on hold to your dreams. Whatever you want to dream it. Whatever you want to become, make sure that you will become it. Never leap your leg behind. Never make sure that you stand still. Make sure you move forward. Every day is yours, and your day is completely yours. Don't dream. Don't try to be thinking that your life is not yours. Your life is yours. Don't think tomorrow does not exist. I've heard stories. Some cancer patients, when they are about to die, there are patients that I've read books on. There are patients who are really optimistic in what they do. They have served the societies during the last part of their life as well. They were so courageous before they died. They say they are not afraid, saying that in some part of time that we will be dead. There are people I have heard of who have literally stood up in places before their death, saying that let's make the funeral. I know that The death is going to come in some time, but let's take it up with a cheerful, full of smile. Let's take up with a smile. If I'm going to be said that your cancer or any disease is going to come in your life and say that tomorrow is your death, grin on that whatever thing that's happening in your life. Grin on it. Just stare on it and say that if tomorrow is your death day, if tomorrow you're going to die, it says, say that tomorrow, let's see. I will see you tomorrow. You make sure that you will go ahead of tomorrow. You will make sure that you go ahead of tomorrow. Stare at your life. Stare at your explorations. Stare at your beyond your ethics. Stare beyond your religion. Stare beyond your whatever you want to live. You are not a hold of bunch of ethics. You are not a hold of bunch of rules. You are a human being. You need to explore. Make sure that your dream high. You dream high and your dream doesn't stop by any means. Cheers guys. See you again in another video. Bye bye.